Hi, it is Wednesday morning, 25th of September. This channel is Drips Media, and I will be covering financial news from New York stock exchanges before markets open. The regular trading for the U.S. stock market opens at 9:30 a.m. My name is Daniela Drips. I will be quickly covering yesterday's closing data, main indexes, and the key companies. Please follow us online.
Good morning. This is Drips Media, lid from New York. Drips Media, the revolutionary digital service that transforms the way you stay informed. With Drips Media, you get real-time news delivered in dynamic short video clips, keeping you updated on the latest headlines as they happen. Our cutting-edge technology curates and condenses top stories. Whether you're on the go or just need a quick update, Drips News ensures you're always in the know, effortlessly. Stay connected, stay informed, and experience news like never before with Drips News.
Turning our attention to the broader market, the S&P 500 index also closed in positive territory, adding 0.3% to reach 5,732.9. This marks the second straight day of gains for the index. And finally, the tech-heavy NASDAQ continued its upward trajectory, closing at 18,074.5, a gain of 0.6% for the day. Like the SP, the NASDAQ has also seen 2 consecutive days of gains. Meanwhile, delving into the performance of individual tech giants, Apple saw its stock price close at $227.40, marking a 0.4% increase. This positive movement halts a 2-day losing streak for the tech giant. Google also experienced a turnaround in its stock performance. The search engine leader finished the trading day at $162.30, a modest gain of 0.3%. This uptick puts an end to Google's previous day's losses. However, it wasn't all green in the tech sector. Microsoft's stock price continued to slide, closing at $429.20. This represents a 1% decrease for the day, marking the third consecutive day of losses for the software giant. Amazon, on the other hand, saw its stock price close at $178.90, a slight dip of 0.2%. This marks the second consecutive day of losses for the e-commerce giant. Despite this recent downturn, Amazon's stock has seen a 5-day gain of 1.2% and a month-to-date increase of 3.5%. Shifting gears to Microsoft, the tech giant's struggles continued as its stock price closed at $429.20, a 1% decrease. This marks the third consecutive day of losses for Microsoft, bringing its 5-day change to minus 1.4%. However, it's important to note that despite this recent dip, Microsoft's stock has experienced a solid year-to-date gain of 15%. Interestingly, even with this recent downturn, Microsoft has seen gains on 5 out of the last 10 trading days. Meta experienced a downturn, with its stock price closing at $563.30, a 0.2% decrease. This reversal ends a 6-day winning streak for the social media giant. Meanwhile, Nvidia continued its upward momentum, closing at $120.90, a significant jump of 4%. This marks the second consecutive day of gains for the chipmaker. Amazon also ended the day in positive territory, with its stock price closing at $194, a marginal gain of 0.04%. This marks the fourth consecutive day of gains for the e-commerce giant, adding to its recent positive performance. NVIDIA, a key player in the chip-making industry, also saw its stock price surge, closing at $120.90, a notable gain of 4%. This marks the second consecutive day of gains for NVIDIA. The chipmaker's stock has climbed 4.6% over the past 5 days and boasts a 1.3% increase month to date. Looking at the longer term, NVIDIA has seen a remarkable year-to-date surge of 144%. Over the last 10 trading days, NVIDIA has closed higher on 4 occasions. Now let's shift our focus to the financial sector. JP Morgan continued its positive run, closing at $211.60, a modest gain of 0.1%. This marks an impressive 4 consecutive days of gains for the banking giant. However, it wasn't all smooth sailing in the financial sector. Bank of America experienced a decline, closing at $39.50, a loss of 1.1%. This marks the third consecutive day of losses for Bank of America. Turning to payment processing giants, Visa faced a significant setback, closing at $272.80, a sharp drop of 5.5%. This downturn halts Visa's previous day's gains. MasterCard also experienced a decline, closing at $487.40, a loss of 2%. This reversal ends MasterCard's one-day winning streak. Lastly, Morgan Stanley ended the trading day at $102.60, a slight increase of 0.1%. This marks one consecutive day of gains for the financial firm. Looking at Bank of America, the banking giant saw its stock price close at $39.50, a decrease of 1.1%. This marks the third consecutive day of losses for Bank of America. Over the past 5 days, Bank of America's stock has dipped by 0.3%, while its month-to-date performance shows a decline of 2.6%. Despite these recent setbacks, Bank of America has delivered a solid year-to-date gain of 19%. Examining its recent trading history, Bank of America has closed higher on 4 out of the last 10 trading days. Now, let's take a look at the cryptocurrency market, where Bitcoin closed at $64,172.40, a gain of 1.3%. This positive movement reversed one day of losses for the cryptocurrency. Dogecoin, another popular cryptocurrency, also finished the day in the green, closing at 10 cents, a 1.5% increase. This marks 2 consecutive days of gains for Dogecoin. However, Ethereum closed at $2,623.10, a decrease of 1.0%. This downturn reversed one day of gains for Ethereum. Ethereum saw its value decrease yesterday, closing at $2,623.10, a 1.0% drop. This downturn reversed one day of gains for the cryptocurrency. Shifting our focus to Bitcoin, the world's largest cryptocurrency by market cap, closed at $64,169.80, a gain of 1.3%. This positive movement reversed one day of losses for Bitcoin. Looking at Bitcoin's recent performance, the cryptocurrency has climbed 1.9% over the past 5 days and boasts an 8.8% increase month to date. Zooming out to the longer term, Bitcoin has seen a remarkable year-to-date surge of 52%. Examining its recent trading history, Bitcoin has closed higher on 7 out of the last 10 trading days.